Are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready?
On.
Oh, the Rizzo Show starts now.
The Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park presents The Rizzo Show. And now your host, Tony Rizzo.
Ho, hey-o. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 0-11 edition of the Rizzo Show. I'm Tony Rizzo. Joining me tonight, my co-host, internet sensation Mike Polk Jr., who killed tonight at Pickwick.
I'm still sweating from
Did
it.
the groupies come with you?
They did.
No?
They're out in the car. They're waiting
not here?
for me. Yeah.
Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I had a great Thanksgiving. Nobody in my family fought. That was nice. How about you?
I did. I cooked for about 140 people.
Yeah,
it took 2 days and 2
Totally
days to
worth
recover, but it was worth it. It really was.
good.
Well, Christmas did not come early for your Browns today, Michael.
No, they
As
didn't.
they lost 30-16. That makes 18 consecutive road losses for the Browns. Mike, what did you think today, though, of Deshaun Kaiser?
I thought he showed some improvement. I thought he showed his toughness that we like so much about him. He actually threw a couple of deep passes, not just bullets. And it is all for naught because this team's still trash, and we still have a lot of questions for next year as far as quarterback goes. We still have to draft a quarterback. I think you agree with that, don't you?
I say get as many of them as you can find.
All right, well, what did you think of the game today?
Listen, the Browns are 4-44, folks, in their last 48 games. That is an NFL record.
All time.
For futility all time.
And that is counting
even
expansion
Tampa
teams.
Bay, the Buccaneers back in the day, were at 4-44. Kaiser, I thought, played well, threw for a career high 268.
Yeah.
But the Browns couldn't get in the red zone. I mean,
Right.
I couldn't get in the end zone when they were in the red zone.
Problem all year.
Inside the 20-yard line. But I got to tell you something, Michael. No interceptions today.
Yep.
He had guys dropping pass. Corey Coleman dropped a wide-open touchdown pass. The Browns missed a pick six. They could have been in this game. Michael, they're losing, but they're in these games.
They are in these games. And, you know, we also saw a little hint of how much improvement Kaiser has had just by comparison. When
Look at that.
Yeah,
How
I
do you
know.
drop that?
When he left the game early and for a hot minute, and Kessler got in there and looked absolutely lost and miserable. And it reminds you that Kaiser has improved. Whether you want to admit that or not, that is a one bright side that we can look at.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this kid is really tough. He needs to improve his accuracy a lot.
Yes.
Okay, and stop turning the ball over, which he is starting to do. But I think he's getting it. Michael, it's hard to tell, though, because the weapons around him, folks, they're so bad. I mean, I don't know if we throw this kid on the Rams or the Lions or a team that's got a bunch of wide receivers, wouldn't he look a lot better? I know.
think so.
Oh, I know that we're going to be getting one back. Well, Greg Williams' defense scorched today by Bengals rookie running back Joe Mixon. 23 carries, 100. This kid ran wild. Now, what happened to the run defense?
Right?
What happened?
No, you're right. It's if we got one thing going, then the other thing stops, it seems like. Once we're doing some decent stuff decent stuff in the secondary, then the run defense. And obviously, we're missing Jamie Collins. You know, we're missing Emmanuel Ogbah. That's certainly not helping, but it still shouldn't be this bad.
No, and I'm disappointed with Greg Williams' defense. Boy, I really thought we were getting a good coach. And he's still got Peppers playing 30 yards off the ball, which everyone in the league agrees is ridiculous. They give up 30 points a game. Folks, once in a while, your defense has to win you a game. I understand that the Browns' offense isn't very good, but the defense is terrible. And speaking of the D, Jabril Peppers' number was called, but not for something good. Michael, I saw one of the worst calls I've ever seen in the NFL right there. Receiver going to make the catch. Peppers came over, did not lead with his head, did not hit his helmet. That's a perfect tackle, and they called a penalty on it.
I agree it wasn't great. I agree it was a bad call. But I will say this. We got to stop focusing on these one plays every time, Browns fans.
But this was a key play. This was the drive that put the game away for the Bengals. It gave them a first down, and I'm sorry, that's not a penalty.
No, it's not. But if you're a normal team that does good things all the time, then a play like that isn't going to make or break your entire game. But this happens to us every week. We focus on this one thing. We're just like, if it wasn't for that one play, we shouldn't be in a situation where we are dependent upon that in order to win or at least be competitive.
You wasted at least 14 points today. Missed field goal.
Missed catch
The drop touchdown by Coleman. And Brian Body Calhoun missed a pick six, folks, that was right in his hands. All he had to do was run into the end zone. All right, time for the Rizzy recap. Michael, I thought Kaiser improved again. And I think he's improving. Not ready to say he's the guy for the future, but I admire this kid's toughness, and I don't know what rookie quarterback could play better in these circumstances.
Sure.
Also, the defense today was offensive to me. It was. Always late in the game, they give up the drive that puts the game away. And I'm going to run that number until the Browns win a game. Now, this Hugh Jackson and Sashi Brown and company, folks, are 1-26. We have lost 25 of the past 26 games. What is your best guess as to what Browns owner Jimmy Haslam is trying to do right now? Do you think he's going to make major moves this offseason?
Here's what you have to do. I really think if you're him at this point, if you're determined to keep Hugh here, and I'm not against that, but you say you're getting an offensive coordinator, and if he says, but I want to call my own offensive plays, it's like a lot of people want a lot of things. You're the coach of my team.
Yeah.
You've been terrible, and you are going to take an offensive coordinator, or you're going to take a walk. Because not just because he can't make the calls on offense. I'm not saying that he's a bad offensive coordinator. I'm saying he's overwhelmed. You can see that he's making a lot of bad moves and stuff because he has too much on his plate, apparently. Take that off of his plate. I think he needs an OC.
I disagree with you. I would get rid of everybody. I would bring in a football operations guy, let him hire his GM, they together hire their own coach, and we start over. Folks, there's nothing wrong with starting over when this group is 1-26. Haslam's, forget about continuity, forget what everybody says about you blowing it up. You know what Jimmy's good at? He's good at blowing it up. Time to blow this thing up right now. Michael, I ask you every week, will the Browns win a game? Let's take a look at the remaining schedule. Chargers, no. Packers, probably not. Who is that?
That's the Ravens right there.
I hate them.
Yeah, we're going to lose that one.
You think the Bears?
That's my game right there. It's going to be the year anniversary.
Are you calling it?
December 24th, Christmas Eve. We're going to do it again, Cleveland. We're going to win one game this year, and it's going to be on the day before the birthday of Jesus.
What about if the Steelers don't need to win that game and they don't play Ben? Maybe then?
It's possible, but
Folks,
I think
how pitiful.
Oh, I know.
That's
what we're talking about.
Can you believe we're
It's
talking
real
about
sad.
that? Is it asking too much to win a game?
Yeah.
Folks, I've done this 32 years. I've covered this league. Trust me, winning a game, you win games by accident in the NFL. The other team gives them to you. They can't win a game.
It's absolutely embarrassing. It really is.
Well, Deshaun Kaiser will get some receiver help next week. Oh, when Josh Gordon hopefully will return to the field. Mike, which is more of a tease? Josh Gordon back on the practice field catching footballs, which is a problem for some of his teammates, sure. Or Isaiah Thomas practicing with his team, the Cavaliers, but still not seeing the floor. I am hearing that he could be back sooner rather than later.
Of course, the Isaiah Thomas thing is much more important right now. I mean, that's our season right there, depending on how he performs and whether or not he's able to, fix his team. I mean, they're doing fine now. They've won 7 in a row, but as far as improving from last year, Isaiah Thomas is far more important. But I'm excited to see Josh Gordon.
I don't know why I'm not.
You're not excited?
No, I'm not. But, Michael, I'm not this year. I don't know why I'm not. Last year, I wanted to win a game so badly. I guess I feel like if they don't win one this year, it's not going to make.
No.
It's not going to make a difference. They got major changes coming.
But you're looking forward to watching a former Pro Bowler, Josh Gordon, might still have something in the tank, and at least there's a mystery there. It'll be fun.
He will help them win.
Him on one side, Corey Coleman on the other side. I like that. So we'll see. We'll see what he's got left, and that guy's a freak athlete. You know that.
From what I hear too, he's looking very, very well in practice. A lot of his teammates are surprised how well he looks after missing so much
Did we ever
time.
talk about the fact that he reported that he has been either drunk or stoned in every single time he's ever played football professionally or in college?
So maybe he'll stink when he plays now. It's the first game he's going to play straight in his career.
Right?
All right, maybe he'll find the end zone too. Speaking of touchdowns, let's take a look at some touchdown celebrations from today, Michael. The kids are having fun.
Sure.
First up,
This will
the
be fun.
Falcons. Little red light, green light.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't it be fun to, if you were so decent at
Next
football
up,
that you could do
the
that?
Eagles are bowling. Watch this. Whoa, the pins go down. And look at that's a strike.
Look at all these happy teams who get to celebrate in fun ways.
This one is my best bet, though, of the day. When the Jets, Robbie Anderson using a football as a pillow.
Just taking a
He's going to take a little nap.
Yeah, why not?
He scored a touchdown. He earned himself a little nap.
It's like watching everybody celebrate Christmas except us, isn't it?
We are I've said this a million times. I think I said it on that 30 for 30. Folks, we're the kids at Christmas with no toys.
That's us.
We're the Browns fans. Speaking of celebrations, I want to wish former Browns quarterback Bernie Kosar a belated birthday wish. BK, I only wish you were back in your prime. Who's that guy there with Bernie?
I think that might be a young Mike Polk Jr.
Is that you?
We have matching mullets, and I am wearing a Cosby sweater. You'll notice.
What?
It's a Cosby sweater, not because it's the kind Bill Cosby wears.
You had to be freaked out meeting Bernie.
Oh, absolutely. I was a kid, man. That was fantastic. Look at us. You can see the chemistry, right?
I meet so many people who still tell me he's their favorite person of all time. By the way, a lot of Bernie Kosar 19 jerseys still worn at Cleveland Browns
Stadium.
Stadium. Maybe someday, folks, the Browns will have some fun. Browns at Chargers next week. Call it, Michael.
We're going to lose that one.
Coming up, will the
State fans want to see Barrett.
Don't call it, Michael. Will the Buckeyes be without Barrett when they face the Badgers? A lot of B's there next week. And Harbaugh to the NFL? We will discuss that. Stay with us.
Oh, look at that jib work, Tony. Do you see that jib
Good
cam
job,
work?
Brittany. Good job.
Wow, killing it, Britt.
Welcome back to the Rizzo Show. What a crazy weekend in college football. You know, I know we're in NFL hell, okay?
Yeah.
But boy, it seems to me like college football is so much cooler than the NFL.
Doesn't it right now?
At least for this year. Folks, number 1 and number 2 went down. So did that team from up north. The Buckeyes took care of business, but they did lose their quarterback yesterday, and a cameraman, apparently Michael, is to blame. Now, this is the play that sent J.T. Barrett out of the game, but head coach Urban Meyer revealed there was a cameraman on the sideline before the game who hit Barrett's knee with his camera. And I guess it was a Michigan guy. And some people think there was malice involved. Yes.
Okay.
Michael.
That's ridiculous. I mean, really. And these accidents happen. I think it's,
Urban wants a full investigation.
Sure, of course. Yeah, well, you know, that's fine. I think it's a little bit ridiculous. I think it's a bit of an excuse
They
for
went
a slow
Tanya
start.
Harding
Yeah.
on our quarterback, dude, Jeff Gilhooly.
You are going to
They
rile
went
up.
Gilhooly
You're
on
going
us.
to rile up a bunch of Clevelanders
I'm
right now.
just saying.
All right, just be careful. This has you have the power to really incite some people here. You know
Why
that?
me?
Yeah,
Why?
right.
By the way, J.T. Barrett said he would play in that game. Urban Meyer, though, was not so sure. Were you in Ann Arbor yesterday?
I was
We have
not.
this picture right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Was it me?
Were you a cameraman yesterday at that game, Michael?
I was aiming for Michigan players. I'm
Urban
sorry.
Meyer is going to find out who did it, and we better not see you back there. Maybe it was this guy, right? They got to play the Wisconsin Badgers coming up, Michael. Maybe it was Bucky the Badger.
Oh, man. The Photoshop crew is really going all out today, aren't they?
This is what happens when you're 0-11, bro.
I get this is what we got to do.
0-11. That's what you get.
God.
Michael, there are rumblings that Wolverines head coach Jim Harbaugh, who has yet to beat the Buckeyes, might be on the hot seat and could be lured back to the NFL. Do you remember the Browns and owner Jimmy Haslam
Yeah, I
wanted
remember.
Harbaugh? In fact, they offered a couple of draft picks to the 49ers, and that last minute the deal came through. Would you take Jim Harbaugh coaching the Cleveland Browns?
I feel like it's sort of a lateral move at this point, and he's not going anywhere. He's already made it very clear, Michigan has, that he can lose as many games as he wants to Ohio State, and they're not going to get rid of him. So I think he feels safe
Boy,
there.
I don't know about that.
Yeah? You
I
think-
mean,
you
he's
think you're gonna
he's 0-3.
Yeah.
If he goes to 0-5,
You think he's gone?
they're gonna. Speaking of college football, an ugly scene in South Carolina. Fans threw trash onto the field towards the Clemson Tigers players. Head coach Dabo Swinney, a favorite of mine, wasn't happy. About 20 bottles were thrown onto the field. There was also a report that a bottled Fireball was thrown onto the field. They wasted Fireball.
Perfectly good waste of whiskey.
Dabo was flagged
Cinnamon whiskey.
for
but still.
he got flagged for unsportsmanlike after arguing with the referees. Mike, they're trying to rip off us our Bottlegate bit.
What kind of
From
animal
back in the
fans
day with
would throw
Jacksonville?
bottles onto the field like that? You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Who would do that? Who would throw bottles onto a
Have
field
some respect
during
for
a
the game. I know,
My
exactly.
goodness, I've never seen anything like it.
No, we're
except
outraged.
for when the Browns played the Jaguars back in the day. By the way, the Tigers are number 1 in the AP poll, Michael, and on Tuesday, a lot of people feel like the new playoff picture will be revealed, and they will be number 1. Oklahoma is in. Now, can the Buckeyes get back in, folks? I don't think so. And the reason is Alabama lost last night. If Auburn wins, they're in.
Right.
Who do you think they'd take? One loss Alabama, who didn't play in their conference championship, like the Buckeyes last year.
Oops.
Or Ohio State with 2 losses, 1 to Iowa.
It's going to come down to, I mean, these last couple of weeks are obviously hugely important. That's when we'll find out. But according to local sports radio, Ohio State is as good as in, and there's no way that we can prevent them from going in.
I don't think.
They deserve
Not
it.
on my show, we're not saying that.
That's what they normally
I
say.
still think it's a long shot.
I think
but
it is as
Cross
well.
your fingers. Don't forget, the Buckeyes have to beat the Badgers, who are pretty darn good. Coming up, every rose has its thorn. How long will the Cavs wait on Derrick Rose? There are reports that maybe he's had enough with all the injuries. We'll talk a little wine and gold. Stay with us. Mike Pope shredding on guitar.
Thank you. One of my finer tunes.
Welcome back to the Rizzo Show. Well, as the Cavaliers wait for Isaiah Thomas, Michael, to come back onto the court, they are also playing the waiting game on Derrick Rose. Rose has taken a leave of absence from the team. He said his injuries have taken a toll on him mentally and physically. No timetable for his return. Was this expected? How much do you think it hurts the Cavs? And Michael, do you think we've seen the last of D. Rose?
First of all, I love that Derrick Rose is out, and his ailment is that he is sad. Now, this is a weird time in America, isn't it? I mean, just think about Bob Feller
Mentally
pitching,
tough on him,
yeah, like
Michael.
through World War
The
II and
injuries
stuff.
are-
No, I know. Of course it is. It is tough, and he's not been playing well. And and the thing you have to look at is his assists. This is our point guard. He's averaging like 1.3 assists per game. That's not a good situation. He's in a bad place mentally. He doesn't know how he fits in on this team. The team is actually statistically worse without him. There's all kinds of stuff to back that up. So that would put you in a weird spot, and he's always injured.
Yeah, and I think the Cavs are playing a little better with him out of the lineup, and I think he kind of knows it. Meanwhile, on the road tomorrow night, the Cavs take on the Sixers as they look for 8 in a row. Now that they're winning, their lack of defense, not such a hot topic. Feel a little bit better?
Yeah, I do.
I am.
About the
They
defense.
actually played defense this week. I thought you would come in here doing cartwheels.
Right? No, they have. They've looked good. I think LeBron's got them locked down a little bit.
All right, there's also rumors that perhaps the Cavs should think about trading Tristan Thompson for DeAndre Jordan.
Okay, now
Michael, would you make that deal?
I saw a little buzz about that online, but I got to know where did this rumor come from?
It was not even a rumor. It was just like a topic to talk about. But I don't think the Cavs are going to make.
That's what we're discussing.
They're not going to make any deals until Isaiah Thomas comes back.
Sure.
Okay. Cavs want to see what they look like with Isaiah Thomas. I wouldn't trade Tristan Thompson. They need his toughness and his rebounding. They do.
Well, all he's ever been is incredibly consistent for us. You know, he's been injured this year, but that's the first time ever. And
Ever.
you're right.
Ever.
He's a double-double machine. He loves playing here. He's a great teammate to LeBron. I have no idea why you would consider that.
All right, Tristan has been out with a calf strain almost a month now.
Yeah.
His wife is pregnant, though. You know, he's not just sitting.
And we've got 3 more months before it's relevant that he's gone. Again,
I'm sorry,
everybody.
girlfriend. My bad. They corrected
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Girlfriend.
Again, this is
Thanks,
so,
Kate.
we're still so early in the season. You know,
Cavaliers return home Tuesday night when they take on the Heat. And when we do, we're coming back to open up the Rizzy Vault.
Yeah.
You know what it is before we even do it.
Tradition.
Stay tuned.
This is What's Up at the Rocksino. Rock in the season with Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park's $3 million holiday swipe and win. There are 2 ways to win. Swipe your Rockstar Rewards card for guaranteed free play every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Swipe to print golden tickets every day in December to wrap up your share of $100,000 in guaranteed cash on Sundays. Don't miss the $25,000 cash grand prize giveaway on New Year's Eve. Treat yourself to our new Comfort 10 menu in the Hard Rock Cafe every Sunday through Thursday. Get ready to rock out this Saturday for the Beatles versus Stones, a musical showdown when Beatles tribute band Abbey Road will engage in a musical battle with the ultimate Stones tribute band Satisfaction. Tickets on sale at the Rocksino box office and Ticketmaster.com. Find your rhythm at the Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park. Vegas Experience, Ohio address.
Hey, don't forget, stay up and watch our good friends Big Chuck and Little John. They are coming up next, and after watching the Browns, we need them. Michael, it's time to open up the Rizzy Vault against my better wishes. Our producers, folks, say we're running this until the Browns win a game. It probably is going to run until next year.
For eternity.
Tell me if you've seen this one before.
Cleveland's long string of futility finally ends on Christmas Eve here in Cleveland.
Oh, look how...
Stop it, Michael.
I hate how excited they are.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do it anymore. Please.
Look at it.
Hugh, gotta believe Hugh's 1-26.
It's gonna happen
dude.
again on Christmas Eve against Chicago. You heard it here, folks.
You're guaranteeing win,
I'm
right?
guaranteeing a win on Christmas Eve.
If not, I smell a bet coming next week.
Yeah, we'll do it.
If they don't win Christmas Eve, what are you gonna do?
Well, we'll figure that out.
Gotta dress
you guys
up.
tell us.
You got to dress up as Jimmy for the. Good to be alive.
Good night,
Thanks for
everybody.
joining
Hang
us.
in there.
Good night, everybody.